In 2016, when Donald Trump last marched to power, he took more than a month to pick key government positions. Now he's rushing through them, with most of his cabinet selected in just under 3 weeks, overnight revealing his choices for the Treasury, Labour and housing. Trump is a man on a mission. But what is that mission? Front and centre will be trade, tariffs and taxes, and he selected billionaire hedge fund manager Scott Bessent to be his Treasury Secretary.
I am convinced that President Trump is ahead in the polls now.
Elon Musk called him a business-as-usual choice. Bessent is a former protege of George Soros, and he bucks the recent trend of Trump picking outsiders. That's because business confidence is up in the United States, and Trump knows he has to balance his talk of radical change with a need to reassure Wall Street. Trump has spoken about a 60% tariff on Chinese imports and a 10% universal tariff on imports from all other countries. But Howard Lutnick, his choice for Commerce Secretary, has said tariffs should be targeted, saying there's a difference between campaigning and governing.
Well, when you're running for office, you make broad statements so people understand you, okay? Tariffs are an amazing tool by the president to use. They're an amazing tool, but he understands, don't tariff stuff we don't make.
So maybe Trump's performance on the pulpit won't match what he does in office. Take Project 2025, for example, a document that outlines a radical conservative agenda. The Democrats tied it to Trump's campaign, but he consistently said it had nothing to do with him.
And they keep talking about Project 2025, and I said, I don't know about it.
Yet his pick to lead the Office of Management and Budget is Russ Vought, who was a contributor to Project 2025, and who wants to shake up the federal government.
We have to solve the woke and the weaponized bureaucracy and have the president take control of the executive branch.
And so Washington and the world is figuring out how to maneuver around Trump the campaigner versus Trump the president-elect. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte was in Mar-a-Lago yesterday, hoping that Trump won't freeze US funding for Ukraine. Because he's different to the transatlantic romantic Joe Biden.
What he's done over the last 4 years is breathtaking.
Last night, the First Lady toasted Biden's political service. But while they may celebrate his time in office, the American people voted for something different, and there may be more tears to come in the 4 years ahead.